Have you ever been faced with the issue of losing or being in the process of losing a child which you took part in making? Did you feel isolated, depressed, angry, and powerless? These are common feelings for women when faced with the difficult decision whether or not to abort her unborn child. But the same feelings apply to men when faced with the same decision. I know you're probably thinking, men don't decide whether or not to abort their unborn child. And you're absolutely correct. Men don't get to make a decision as to whether or not their unborn child lives or dies. Men feel these emotions after being told by women that they have already aborted the unborn child. When the decision comes down to abortions, where are the rights of the father? If it takes a man and a woman to conceive a child, then why is it that men don't have a choice? I'll tell you why men don't have a choice. Because our government took away men's rights. We need to get a law passed to help men in regards to making decisions of the life or death of their unborn child. Just like women have a law in regards to making a decision of life or death of their unborn child. Ever since the ruling of the Supreme Court's decision to legalize abortion, which affected women and men's lives, but the American society forgot half of the population that would be traumatized by this decision, just because they were men. In 1973, the Roe versus Wade case ruled to give women the freedom of choice, stated that the government could not exercise control over women's reproductive rights. It's just unconstitutional, is what they said. Let's look at a situation involving a man. This article I found on the findlaw.com website. In a recent controversial lawsuit, Matt Dubay, a 25-year-old man, challenges a court order directing him to pay $500 a month in child support. Dubay alleges that he engaged in sexual relations with his girlfriend. He was relying on assurances that due to a medical condition, she was unable to get pregnant. And that, in any case, she was using some form of contraception to be on the safe side. He also alleged that he clearly informed her that he was not interested in becoming a parent at that point in time. However, 3 months into their relationship, she conceived a daughter, to whom she ultimately gave birth. Dubay wanted to disclaim any paternal responsibility towards the child and asked the courts to strike down the child support order as unconstitutional. This order, Dubay's suit claims, violates his reproductive rights. Dubay further alleges it violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution by treating him differently because he is a man. For the legal situation to be equal, men must be afforded equal or at least comparable opportunity to avoid or decline fatherhood after the fact, just as women can avoid or decline motherhood. In conclusion, when the decision comes down to abortion, where are the rights of men? Remember the man I mentioned in the beginning, Dubay? Shouldn't he have had a choice whether or not the unborn child lived or died? Should he have been forced to support a child he didn't want? If a woman forces a man to be responsible for a child only she wants, is she not exercising control over his life? And when the government hounds the reluctant father for financial support, takes a third of his income and jails him if he comes up short, isn't the government exercising control over his life? The way the law functions is the father has no legal say in what happens to his unborn child. He is denied his right to defend his child. He can't say one word about the continued existence of his child in the womb. The Supreme Court's decision stripped the father of all his parental rights. It's a simple point. If we give women the freedom of choice, then we should have given men the freedom of choice too. It takes a man and a woman to create a child. Therefore, a man and woman should have equal rights in the decision to abort their unborn child.